The overuse of ghosting and animation in this recent One Punch Man episode doesn't even begin to describe how this episode went. Did it have its moments? Of course it did. Was it ruined by the over-excessive use of ghosting between Child Emperor and Phoenix Man? Yes. Way too much. Benefit of the doubt, okay? This episode was probably the second best episode we've gotten out of all the episodes thus far. This fight between Phoenix Man and Child Emperor does not outdo what happened with Flashy Flash, Gale Wind, and Hellfire Flame. Which, honestly, if we're being real, isn't all that much. There is still a lot of this episode knowing it's a retcon chapter being put into the official anime that lacked in many places. Weird cuts, the connection to a lot of these scenes don't make very much sense. This quite literally changes the whole flow of how the manga went. The reason that this whole thing was retcon. It didn't work out in the manga. And the way that it played out officially in the manga was a lot better than what we got. But now that this is a thing, the real question is, where does this go from here? The only thing I can think of is Zombie Man's outrage, and anything after that, how do you connect it? How do you? Because Phoenix Man shows up later on in the manga, way after the events of Monster Orochi and the Monster Cadres. As shown in the manga, he's alive and he has his costume, but in the anime, that didn't happen. And with this, you have to bring in the question of continuity going forward. Congratulations, Child Emperor has character development. Because of this, you're sacrificing the interaction between Child Emperor and Zombie Man. No early Neo Heroes reference, or at least start of that. Penguin Man doesn't exist, not that that's a big deal, but whatever. And the biggest issue is now there's little to no scenes of Saitama that will be showing up, which sucks, considering he's like the main character of this. So, huh? Truly, it's questionable at best. Was it worth it? I don't know. Was it? What's the reason for them doing the retcon version when they have an actual version? I don't know. I guess it's more entertaining that way. People wouldn't like how Monster Orochi versus Saitama went when that ends. This also affects the Monster Cadre to an extent. Maybe not the greatest extent, but it still does. Animation-wise, subpar at best, let's be real. And where this goes from here, it's up in the air. At this point, they're just not following the manga. Something that Season 1 and 2 did to a T. But this time, not so much. So I'll let you decide, is this a good thing or bad thing?